But what if all of that was stripped away and he ended up in the hands of the main antagonists, the Gorosei? The news of Luffy eating the fruit traveled fast, reaching the ears of CP0, the world government's most elite spy. They wasted no time reporting it to the Five Elders, who stood at the top of the world government. It was tied to ancient secrets, and its powers were a threat to everything they controlled. Garcia arrived on Dawn Island with the aim of kidnapping the boy. Luffy, unaware of the danger, was taken by force. With no one there to protect him, he was whisked away to the Holy Land of Mary Jawaz. There, behind cold walls and under the watchful eyes of the elders, Luffy was locked up. Killing him seemed to be the easiest way to handle the threat. But Saturn had another idea. Instead, he proposed something far more sinister: erasing Luffy's memory. If they wiped Luffy's memories and replaced them with a new story, they could turn him into an ally. They could raise him as their own and turn him into a child who believed the elders were his family and the world government was his purpose. Luffy was dragged, kicking and screaming before Imu, the mysterious ruler who stood above even the elders. With a wave of Imu's hand, his memories were wiped clean. His dreams of becoming Pirate King, his love for his family and friends, even the image of his hero Shanks were all gone in an instant. And Luffy believed he had been raised in the shadow of the elders, trained to obey them, and taught that their rule was absolute. His bright, carefree nature was replaced with discipline and a cold sense of duty. The boy who once dreamed of freedom was now a tool. From the moment his memories were erased, Luffy's life became a strict regimen of training and indoctrination. The Five Elders molded him into the perfect weapon. He ensured that Luffy's loyalty to the world government and the Celestial Dragons was absolute. By the age of 17, Luffy had transformed into an entirely different individual. He had grown immensely powerful, with a keen intellect and haki that could rival the mightiest. The Five Elders had shaped him into the ideal instrument. The Elders started assigning him missions globally, challenges meant to evaluate his loyalty and skills. He infiltrated pirate groups, dismantled rebel factions, and collected information on perilous foes. To the universe, he became a legend, an unstoppable power that functioned on behalf of the world government. Luffy, the Five Elders, had sent him undercover with the mission to ensure Ace's execution. Knew of Luffy's presence, and his reputation as their weapon remained a well-guarded secret. It was at that moment that Luffy revealed himself. Emerging from the shadows, Luffy confronted Garp, his face cold and devoid of recognition. To Garp, however, the sight of his grandson standing in front of him as an unfeeling weapon was a devastating blow. Luffy and Garp clashed in a ferocious battle, the air crackling with the power of their haki. Ace, watching the events unfold, was stunned to see Luffy standing before him. Ace, realizing the depth of the world government's hold on Luffy, smiled sadly. He told Luffy that if he was meant to die, then it would rather be at the hands of the brother he had failed to protect. As Luffy raised his haki-infused fist to strike, his body suddenly froze. Intense, searing pain erupted in his head. He stumbled, clutching his temples as fragmented memories began to surface. He had flashes of his childhood with Ace and Sabo, moments of laughter and tears, and the promise to always be there for each other. Before anyone could stop him, Sakazuki plunged his fist through Ace's chest. Time seemed to freeze as Ace's blood sprayed across the platform.